So here are two problems having to do with what we call A problems because they can be any constant. Instead of writing y equal 2 square root of x minus 4, or y is equal to 2 square root of x minus 100, we can account for all of these by just, say, calling it a, square root of x minus a. But if you want to, just make up a value. What's an easy value that you could do? 2. I like 2. And 2 is fine. Be careful with 1 because 1 isn't always helpful. 2, 3 are classics. So if you went y is equal to 2 square root of x minus 2 minus 2, show me with your arms, what does the square root of x look like? Is it a straight line? It's a curve, isn't it? Show me x squared. Everybody, show me x squared. Good. Do you know what? That's y equal x squared. Do you know what x equal y squared is? You just tilt it, right? That's x equal y squared. Now take the bottom off because it's not a function. What do you get? Square root of x. So the square root of x looks something like this. And that's the basic function. Tell me about this minus 2 here. What does that do to this? Moves to the right 2, doesn't it? And what does this minus 2 out here do? Down 2. And so what we can do is we can put these a's back in, and then it's going to be down here. It's going to be back. I guess I didn't go 2 there, did I? Should try that again. Here's 2. There's 2, 2. So this is going to be over 2, or a, and down 2, which is a. By the way, this times 2 doesn't do anything. It just makes it a little steeper. So now I can find the domain. The domain is going to be all real numbers, x greater than or equal to what? Greater than or equal to 2, or in this case, a. What's the range going to be? Y greater than or equal to what? Yeah, not a though. Negative a. Done. That's G. Want to see another one? Which one? Pick one more. You've got 2 over here and 1 over here. E, last one, E, okay. So do you know what this shape is? Yeah, it's a hard one. It's a reciprocal graph, and I like to call it the butterfly. So you've got kind of a shape here and a shape here. Would you make the butterfly with me? This one is the positive part. This is the negative part. And it essentially is that. Did you know that this is the same as 1 is equal to xy? That's the same equation. All right, so we draw that, and it says a is greater than 0. Okay, so that means it's positive. And let's put a number in. Let's let a equal to 2 again. So y equals 2 over x plus 2. Do you agree that this is 1 over x? And what does this plus 2 do to the whole thing? Moves it up 2. Look at that. There it is. Perfect. Up 2. So now we have y equal to 2. Up 2. Boy, you're doing well with this. And don't worry about this times 2. It just makes it a little steeper. It doesn't shift anything left, right, up, or down. So what's the domain of this one? What are the x values that we can have? Can you have any old x value? No. There's one value you can't have. X is going to be all real numbers. So I like to say x is an element of all the real numbers. But you can't have what? 0. And this formula is helpful. You can see you can't have 0. Turn to your neighbor. Tell them what the range is going to look like. I think you can do it. You got it? Did you get it? What is it? Well, this one was x is all an element of all the reals, and you can't have 0. Y is an element of what? All the real numbers except what? Yeah, and we can go back to A here. And it's all reals except A. Can't have 2 or A equals 2. Does that bug you? Do these seem easier than what you thought? Let's go back here. Let's do A real quick. So this is what is the basic shape here? Y equal x minus A. What's the basic shape? A line. And so this is a basic line, which I'm going to draw here. All right. And then it's going to go minus A. Now, A is greater than 0, so that means it's positive. So when we go x minus A, let's let A equal to 2 again. So we have y equal to x minus 2. So that's going to drop this down to, or in this case, negative A. Now, A was greater than 0, so that's why it dropped x minus A. But what's x equal to this time? What's the domain of this one? Yeah, x is less than 0 this time. So the part I'm going to keep is going to be this part. All right. So I got it. Domain x is less than 0. What's the range of this one? Y less than negative A. Oh my gosh, you guys got this. You have this. So those are the A problems, and I'm going to stop there. Quick review of number 30. I think this is important. It's on the test, too. It's just a subtle thing. But what's the difference between f of 0 and f of x equal to 0? Which one are you setting y equal to 0? The second one. This is let y equal 0. And then in this top one, what are you doing? Letting what equal 0? Isn't that easy? Are they the same, though? No, they're different. They're super different. So when I do f of 0, what's f of 0 going to be? Two answers or one answer? Well, if you put a 0 in for x, you get 0 squared minus 0 minus 12. You get negative 12. So this is the one where you let 0, y equals 0. F of x is equal to y, so y equals 0. Factor that. X, 3, 4. I want a negative x, so we're going to go negative 4, positive 3. So what values for x will make this y equal to 0? What's 1? 4, yep. And what else? Negative 3. Just want to make sure that you keep track of those, that you're able to do that.